This will probably be the last one that I do for the year on rappers are going broke. I know y'all like this on the channel, so I decided I'm gonna make another one for y'all so we can talk about it. Not just rappers, artists, but mainly in the rap and hip hop genre is what we're talking about. It's always been a known fact that there's something called struggling artists. But then when they get a breakthrough, you think they're successful. Most times they're still struggling artists, or they may go back to being struggling artists due to bad money management, not knowing that they have to pay taxes. I'm talking about they don't know how to handle the money that was given to them.
Everybody's looking around so confused, asking why Nicki Minaj is on Turning Point USA. That lady's broke. I thought y'all knew that. This is not everyone's first time at the rodeo. Y'all should already know this. When a celebrity is broke, they turn to the right-wing grift.
5% of the rappers are broke, bro, because they broke in. You know what I'm talking about? And I just feel like when you don't have that organic fan base and you chasing charts, you know what I'm saying? When you don't hit the charts, then what you got? You feel me? And people go crazy and they go to blaming the labels. That's because you haven't sat down and, you know, mapped out your life and what you gonna do if they don't do this and they don't do that.
Turk got a point. I've seen artists go from and having a cult underground fan base. Then as soon as they cross over into the mainstream, they're now chasing the charts, chasing numbers, and that cult fan base vanishes. Now they just got fans that are there for the hype, right? Now they got to sell antics like drama, beef, in order to stay in people's face. They say all publicity is good publicity. So they'll go down the route of having a bunch of bad publicity behind their name. That's keeping them relevant. Best bet is stay underground. That way nobody can ever say you fell off. You keep that same established fan base that's been rocking with you. The worst thing an artist can do is blow up off one hit. They have no skin in the game. They don't have a catalog. So you want to build slowly and steadily. That way you have a fan base of 5, 10, 15 years that's been rocking with you, where they feel that genuine connection. They got memories of coming to your shows when it was only 50 people in the crowd, 100 people in the crowd. Some artists blow up right away, and then once they're not hot no more, the fans are on to the next artist. They don't really care about that artist like that.
I was forced to do that, B. And since I've been home from prison, bro, from 2012, I've been interacting with the fans, bro. People might look at it, okay, man, you only got 30 people. You only got 50 people, bro. 50 organic people is a lot of people if they all paying you $100. You know what I'm talking about? People don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? They just look at the numbers. You can have 1 million motherfuckers and I make more money with the 50 motherfuckers than the million if the million ain't really supporting and they bots and they fake like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are buying fake views and they ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? I got 100,000 organic subscribers. I can't wait to get my plaque. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all don't know, Turk came from the Hot Boys. He ended up going to prison, so he wasn't with them. You know, he wasn't with Cash Money in their prime. But still, he's smart, clearly. He doing interviews with B-High, so he's employed probably with B-High, it looks like, because he's always interviewing other artists, right? He's still dropping music independently. Look at that big old chain on his neck. He doing something right. He know the game. But he know without that machine, you have to make genuine connections. You got to really be one with the fans. You got to find ways to really tap in with them. Get them to know, like, and trust you and really love you. This one right here is about a Miami rapper, Rari. He breaks down in tears after revealing he went broke. He went broke for a different reason. He went broke by choice, broke by investment. This is what Dame Dash talk about. Entrepreneurs as a whole going broke on investments. That's a different type of broke. Your money is just tied up.
This shit from nigga said y'all going to Rari.
But you did it, bro.
Counting me out, dog.
For real.
I bet my back for these babies, boy.
The other way.
I went broke for these babies, boy.
But you did it, bro.
I went crazy for these babies, boy. I went broke by these babies, boy. I put it on the line, boy. I put a lot on the line.
Now that's different. He a stand-up dude for real. Investing into the youth. I don't know much about him. Shout out to him. This need to be on the Shade Room. This need to be talked about. Look at that pride in his face, though. He got pride, and not in a bad way. Pride in the fact that he invested into the youth and went broke behind it by choice. And he happy to see him doing something. He gave him an opportunity. Some of them might end up going to the league, who knows, right? Funding his youth football team. Now they champs. You see what I'm saying? They became champs. If it wasn't for him funding them, then they wouldn't have had that opportunity. Primo talks about going broke after spending $1 million cash.
Do I have $1 million right now? No. I spent that shit. This is some real shit I'm telling y'all right here. Know what I'm saying? When it's there, it's there. When it ain't, it ain't me. Do I got a couple watches left? Yeah. Hell yeah. Still got about 3 watches. Know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas be throwing that word broke. You know what broke is?
What's good, y'all? What's the number TV? It's your boy Pro. We back today with a quick topic for y'all, man. The streets is talking, you know. The internet is talking. They want to know, man. They want to know that Mr. Spend That Shit. You heard what he said? I'm about to play out the full clip. He was part of the money wars. He was, you know, shitting on TV, shitting on everybody else, talking about you ain't spending that bread, y'all broke. Now they saying that Primo Mr. Spend That Shit go broke. Was his run the quickest run in New York City history? They're trying to say that his fall off needs to be studied. What do y'all think? Listen, only reason I'm doing this video.
They said he had one summer. That's probably why I missed it. I'm like, who is he? One summer.
Because, you know, he was on the internet. You know, it's all content. But he was Mr. Spend That. Millionaire, this, dog house, dog shit, this, that, and the third. But now he's singing a different tune. Matter of fact, check out the clip.
So let me tell you something. I know we got all ages in this chat. Let me tell you something about the Let me tell you something about the word broke. I'm a realist. I'm a street nigga. Do I have $1 million right now? No. I spent that shit. You know what I'm saying? Do I got bills every month? Yeah, I got bills. My bills, give or take $7,500 to $10,000 every month. You know, rent, shit like that, car. You know, and I still go out every day. Yeah. Can I go and blow $200,000 on a chain? If I had $200,000, I would have blew it on a chain, nigga. I got a kid in the family. You know what I'm saying? We take trips. We eat good every night. This is some real shit I'm telling y'all right here. You know what I'm saying? When it's there, it's there. When it ain't, it ain't. And that's some real shit. You feel me? Do I got a couple watches left? Yeah. Hell yeah. Still got about 3 watches. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas be throwing that word broke. You know what broke is? Broke is when you don't got nowhere to live. Broke is when you don't know where your next meal coming from. Broke is when you don't know where your next dollar coming from.
That's poor. Broke depends on each person's perspective, really. It depends on what you deem broke. Some people would say they're broke if they're used to having $100K at a time and now they only got $10K. That's broke to them. Other people broke is $0. Somebody that, like Master P, for example, at one point he was talking about being broke. He was probably down to his last 20, 30 million, I think he said it was. He said, I'm broke. I'm down to my last 20, 30 million. That was broke to him. Coming from having hundreds of millions. It really depends on your definition of broke. But what he's talking about is poor, though. Having nowhere to stay, having $0, that's poor.
Broke? I've been broke before. And I know plenty of y'all been broke before, too. I've been broke before. So that really don't bother me when y'all be like, yo, you broke, whatever. Because I know how this shit go, nigga. I get the bag, I blow the bag. Like, I really spend that shit. I'm not on the couch talking about saving my money like how a lot of people do. I really spend that shit. If I get the bag, I'm gonna blow the bag again. That's just how stupid I am. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he said it himself, though. So at least he know. Look, he know he's stupid. We can't even fault a dummy. He called himself one. If I get the bag again, I'm gonna spend it back again. That's just how stupid I am. We appreciate the honesty, my guy. He don't know about saving money. He don't know about investing money. Now, he got a little bit right now, but they're saying you're broke for what you came from having, right? What you were having and spending before, you ain't got it like that no more. That's why they're saying you're broke. I don't see you with no jewelry on your neck, nothing, right? And he know what happened to that. That's why they calling you broke. Because you was popping it so hard, flexing so hard. Now you're not flexing like that. So they like, what happened?
So that broke word really, that shit don't contain to me. Like, my family good, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I do what I want, I buy new clothes. I still take hella bitches out. Whatever was broke to you, nigga, you probably broke, nigga.
So there you go, man. There you have it. So like I said, man, a lot of the speculation started after Primo got robbed. Because, you know, before that, he was out here shining, doing his thing, 300, 400,000 in jewelry on, right? So when he got booked and they robbed him of his jewelry, a lot of people thought he was up, that he would make that trip back to the jewelry store in no time. But after a while, you know, 30 days passed, 60 days passed, 90 days passed, to now we headed on a whole year and the candy isn't back. You understand what I'm saying? So the streets is like, damn, is it true? Did Primo go broke? And now you heard from the thing, he's singing a different tune. He's saying maybe he don't want to spend the money the same way. You know, because Primo can't, I don't think he's pop. He got to have some bread. But, you know, as you can see, he's saying, I'm not spending the money like that no more.
They over there stripping him. He over there getting stripped naked. They got his pants down. It ain't funny. But it's funny because he's so arrogant. He got to take to social media and address it. So you know it's bothering him. And when people got to get on there and talk about it, you already know. Need I say more?
That was some, you know, the leg was posting him. He doing his thing. He knocking this joint down, that joint down. Now the joints is running around with new niggas. You understand? Now the new niggas is shining. Maybach trucks and all that, doing what they do. You understand what I'm saying? And Primo out here trying to, you know, figure it out, put it back together. You understand? Now, shout out to Primo. He got a profile piece on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we had an interview with him one day. Shout out to Allis Michaels, his manager. Somebody's helping out throughout his career. Now, I could respect him falling back from chasing that money if it ain't the right way to focus on his rap career. So maybe that's what he's doing. But when it comes to this street shit, to these money wars, to what the streets is talking, to even what they talk about on the internet, a lot of people saying Primo went broke, man. His run was the shortest run in New York City history, they said. From having the city to not being mentioned at all, they, as far as like who got it, they say it needs to be studied of how he fell off. Now listen, I'm sure he could get it back. I know some of y'all gonna be in the comments, oh, Ro, you worried about the... Listen, his whole image, it was all on the internet. He was telling us this, telling us that. So I'm just giving him a reminder, you know, giving him some motivation to get back on his shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because the streets is talking, Primo. So I'm just the voice, I'm just the messenger from what they saying out here. And what they saying is that you popped in panicking right now. You went broke. You was out here, things was happening. You was catching, you know, L's back to back. You caught a lot of wins. We not going to front. But, you know, what they saying is that you was so...
Nah, like I said, I don't know much about him. But I see every video, he gotta make sure he flex the money in there. Show it at an angle, act like he not meaning to put it in there. He making sure he have the money in every video he do. That's how you could tell he never had nothing. Come from having nothing. I'm gonna look him up after this. I haven't heard of him. But he kind of funny to me. He rapping all hard. You can tell he talking about tough stuff. But they always gonna talk about that video you getting stripped when you try it. You in the rap game. They gonna call you out. They gonna talk about what happened to you. If you get extorted, they're gonna always bring it up.
You ain't got it no more. You don't got that dog shit no more is what they saying. You understand? You know, so, you know, revisiting the money wars a year later, it looks like TV is still doing what he do and Primo done fell off, man. But listen, you had it at one time, so you can always hang your hat on that. As I see, you got your mind right now. You talking about you taking care of the family. I might take trips. You don't want to spend money recklessly. Salute to you. It sucks that you blew $1 million allegedly, right, to figure it out. But it better late than never. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? It's just some content we got to tell. We got to do it for the streets, man. Because, you know, you had a lot of eyes on you. A lot of people, a lot of street cats was watching. A lot of these youngins wanted to be suspend that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, you can always bounce back and have a, you know, come back, reign supreme. You understand what I'm saying? And end up on top. No, pause, right? When it's all said.
All right, had enough of that, man. That's Primo. Let me see what he talking. And his views lacking too, I see. If this him right here, 16K 4 months. Let me see. Maybe this not. Nah, this him. 1K 3 months. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's everything I need to know right there. Well, where was his big hit at? Let me see. Robbed a 400K in jewelry being set up at Dice Game. Okay. Mr. Is this the song they talking about right here with 1.5K? Y'all fill me in. What did he do? They saying a rapper, but who signed him or how did he get $1 million to even spend with these little views?
On my neck, you need a sled. You wanna see me crash out instead. I Mr. Spin that shit. I Mr. Spin that shit. I Mr. Spin.
Whack.